What kind, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mikhail Yashinaidu reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. It is the 7th of February. It's a Saturday. It's currently 10 minutes past 12 in the afternoon that I'm recording this, and it's been a hot start to the year. It's been hot in Johannesburg, hot in South Africa, and it's been a hot start of the year for sneakers and streetwear as well. So today is also a big day. It's Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Hoping my team gets the W, and I think that'll bring us some good momentum. If you love sneakers, streetwear, and honest opinions, you are definitely at the right place. Today I've got something special for us. So I'm going to be reviewing two pairs of Nike Shox R4s, similar but different colorways, and also I'm going to be going through everything that I got from the Cotton On and factory sale. So let's get to it. Let's get started with the sneakers. So, as I will take this first pair out of the box, I thought I'd just share some fun facts with you. So the Nike Shox R4 originally dropped back in 2001, right in Nike's futuristic era. They were designed by a man named Eric Avar, who is also responsible for making other really important colorways. Not colorways, but models. So we have the Air Foamposite 1, we have the Nike Zoom Flight series, and we also have the Penny Hardaway Signature series. So the shoe does come with awesome pedigree and design behind it. And I would say in terms of athletes, Vince Carter is probably the athlete most people associate with Nike Shox. Nike spent over 10 years actually developing the Shox, and it released only 10 years later. So it's actually quite wild when you think about it, that this was a shoe that took 10 years in the making. Personally, for me, this is my favorite colorway. So this is the first pair that I have over here. This is the metallic silver and red. So this is my favorite pair of Shox. R4s, in terms of colorways. And the other colorway that we have here today is quite similar, as I was saying. It is the metallic silver, but instead of red, it has a baby blue shock or spring, whatever you would call it. So, guys, this is a beautiful sneaker, beautiful silhouette. I don't see how you could ever go wrong with a pair of R4s. Personally, for me, R4s take the #1 spot in terms of Shox. Then it would be R2s, and then it would be TLs. Personally, in my opinion, I feel that, like Jordan 1s, TLs suit the ladies a lot better, or maybe it's just that they pull it off a lot better than gents. So here we go, guys. This is a Nike Shox R4. Materials, sizing, comfort, we'll get into all of that in a minute, but just wanted to give you a proper look at these bad boys. Personally, it's hard to make a choice on the colorway, which one is your favorite. So let's actually get into talking a bit more about it. So design wise, they are both pretty much similar. Both are, well, I'd say this pair over here is more aggressive than this pair over here, right? It does have a very early 2000s runner aesthetic design, tech design, whatever you'd call it, because at the time, nothing else looked like this, guys. Nothing else looked like as futuristic as the Shox looked in the early 2000s. So it did disrupt the game. There was a lot of mesh runners at the time, a lot of chunky dad shoes that we see currently at the moment that was floating around. So to see something completely different like these, this probably broke a lot of necks the first time that people had these on feet. So yeah, the main difference between these two is obviously the color of the Shox. Wrong pair. Yes, the color of the springs or the Shox, whatever you'd call it. That's the main difference of it. I would say that this pair here is louder and it's a bit more aggressive with that red hit on the Shox or the springs. Now, the other pair, which is this baby blue pair, I think this is more subtle. I think this would work perfectly for the person who wants a pair of Shox but does not want some of the crazy colorways that Shox has come out with as of recently. Now, comfort-wise, they are pretty decent. I have wide feet, but I would say, having a look at that form factor, this wouldn't do too well with someone with super wide feet. But for myself, who has what I would call wide feet, these aren't too bad, and I was able to go true to size on both pairs, and I have no issues in terms of being pinched in the corners over here, having my big toe like hitting this part of the shoe. No issues so far. So one thing I would definitely say makes me very happy about the Shox R4 is that Nike actually believed or took sizing seriously, because I won't lie guys, there's nothing more irritating than knowing that you wear a specific size of shoe, then when you go buy a new silhouette, something different that you're not used to, you find that your usual size is either too big and you have to size down, or it's like way too tight and you have to go a size up or half a size up. So with these pairs, I was able to go with the UK size 6, aka Euro 40, if I believe, if I am correct. So I had no issues with the pair. I'm personally very happy. In comparison to TNs, I would say that R4s have pretty decent QC. I don't have any issues in terms of glue stains, marks, or things like that, or at least anything that's too noticeable in my opinion. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the R4's QC. I would say that on both pairs, the baby blue and the red pair, I don't see anything that's too bad. Anything that stands out, makes the shoe look a bit terrible, nothing like that in my opinion. The other reason why I prefer R4s over TLs, the QC is always 9 times out of 10 better. I'm not sure what it is about TLs, but when you have a look at them, the shocks part, as well as the painting or the coloring of the shocks, or springs, whatever you'd call them, the QC is usually pretty terrible, especially if you go for an all black pair. It looks super shiny, it looks super glossy, and if you just take your fingernail and scuff it, you'll have a mark there forever. So that's also another reason why I'm not the biggest fan of TLs. So Shox R4, these are my pairs. Definitely something that I need next is a pair of Ride 2s. That's what I need next. And since I wasn't able to get the Skepta pair of TLs, there is a pair of Ride 2s that looks quite similar to the Skepta pair, so that is something that's definitely on my hit list this year if it does drop in price. So these are definitely not a quiet pair of sneakers. It's not for someone who would be a bit shy to wear something a bit different, but that's why I say this baby blue pair would be for that specific person. Someone who doesn't want a shoe that is super loud, this is the one to go for. Well, people that are able to style this up, I would say the best way to approach it would be with baggy pants, cargos, and with basketball shorts. It's not something that you would be able to rock with a pair of slim fit or skinny jeans or trousers. It just wouldn't look proportionate, because you have a shoe that's a bit more chunky, and then having a very slim silhouette, it just won't go well with the sneaker, in my opinion. So Shox aren't for everyone. But if you like bold sneakers that have that Y2K energy, definitely a pair to go for. Definitely a pair to go for. So, in my opinion, what would I rate the materials and the pricing? So, materials are pretty good in my opinion. I don't have any issues where I see glue stains bleeding over into the materials, any issues of the springs having bad coloring. I don't have any issues on both pairs in my opinion, so I'm pretty happy with QC, materials, and the sizing. So in terms of pricing, let's actually have a look at what I got these for. Okay, so with the blue pair, I was able to pick these up for 2,400 Rand at the time. So I'll put a better picture up on the screen. I just want to have a look at the other pair. So 2,400 is actually on sale, because Usually Shox are quite expensive, in the range of about 3,000 Rand. So I'd save 600 bucks on this blue pair. So I'm pretty happy with that in terms of pricing. With the red pair, I was able to pick this up for 2,100 Rand. So that's 900 bucks off, guys. So I'm pretty happy with the prices that I got both pairs for, and I would definitely recommend that if you ever see a decent pair of R4s on sale, pull the trigger, because it's definitely worth it. So yeah, guys, that is the Nike Shox R4 in metallic silver and baby blue and in red. This red pair is going to go crazy with the Manchester United home kit. This will be awesome. So yeah, guys, that's the Nike Shox R4. So let me know your thoughts, opinions down in the comments section, and let me know what's your favorite Shox R4 colorway. And yeah, let's hear what you guys have to say. So next, what I do want to speak about is my items that I was able to get from Cotton On. So what I'm going to do is do a bit of an unboxing for you guys, show you what pieces came out, and let you know that I approach the sale in a very different way. Usually Cotton On and Factory have some awesome NFL, NBA and music gear. This time I went for things that were like your everyday basics, stuff that I'd actually wear. So let's get to the unboxing. Cool. So the one thing I didn't actually realize when I was going to do the unboxing is that each item is individually packed. So what I'm going to do is actually just take out the items from the plastics and then show you one by one. Then it'll be a lot easier to watch. Sweet, guys. So something that I found interesting about this sale from Cotton On is I was able to get 14 items for 3,010 Rand, including free delivery, which these days is the same price of an Air Max 90. So I'm interested to see. So 13 clothing items and 1 accessory. Does that make more financial sense than 1 pair of sneakers? So I'm interested to show you guys what I was able to get. So let's get to the review right now, and I'll show you some pieces, what they were currently going for and what they were discounted to. So yeah, let's get into it. First up is these crop fit tees. These are boxy, clean, easy to style. These would be staples in my opinion. Sometimes a big graphic on a shirt isn't the look I'm going for, and these would be what I'd prefer to wear. So I got 2 of them, one in frosted teal and the other in Zinfandel, which I would call burgundy, but that's a pretty cool name. They were both originally 350 Rand and were marked down to 200 Rand for the frosted teal and 250 Rand for the Zinfandel. I also picked up an organic loose fit tee in this awesome evergreen color. It has a heavier fabric, a better drape, and it feels way more premium. It was marked down from 299 Rand to 150 Rand, so this was a steal in my opinion, and I've recently started to enjoy the color green a lot more these days, and I think it's because of my V2Ks, which I really do love. Next is the heavyweight box fit tee, and it might just be the best pickup in the whole haul in my opinion. You can never go wrong with a box fit tee, and nothing beats a crispy black t-shirt. So I got 2 of these in the black color, and they were marked down from 299 Rand each to 250 Rand each, which is a steal, especially for the fabric quality. I grabbed a few basketball shorts because you can never have enough, and these NFL shorts from Factory always slap. I was able to get 3 pairs, and all 3 of them were discounted from either 650 Rand or 600 Rand to 350 Rand. And I've always had my eye on these NFL shorts from Factory. Now the timing and price really made sense, so I pulled the trigger. I really enjoyed the Patriots pair, but I've also got a Raiders pair and a New York Giants pair. I can't really decide which one is my favorite. I've also got this awesome half and half paneled box fit graphic shirt, which was marked down from 399 Rand to 200 Rand. And I really like the colors on the shirt, so I'm excited to rock this outside. I also copped some half and half panel shorts. They are a bit different, but I actually rate them. I also like they are slightly longer and will be awesome to start including these in the rotation. They were marked down from 299 Rand to 150 Rand. And to be honest, guys, it's not that easy finding shorts for 150 Rand in 2026. So these were awesome to get. These were also something I was happy to get. It's a pair of half and half board shorts, and I was able to get them on sale. I love how simple they look, and I got a pair in navy and a pair in black. They were marked down from 299 Rand to 150 Rand. So these are bangers in my opinion. Lastly, I picked up a tote bag, which is kind of random from me, but I feel it's super practical. I could use this to go and buy a loaf of bread or just carry extra accessories and items on the way to the office. So I'm pretty happy with all of the items I was able to cop, and in my opinion, this might just be slightly worth it, or more worth it in my opinion, than getting a pair of Air Max 90s, which are currently going for about 3,000 Rand excluding delivery from Nike. You would have to pay a delivery fee of 250 Rand, which would make the shoe actually work out to 3,250 Rand for one pair of shoes over 13 clothing items and one accessory. So in my opinion, I think that this sale was really well worth it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And there you have it, guys. My review on the Nike Shox R4 in the black metallic silver and red colorway and the baby blue colorway. Let me know which one was your favorite between the two. Personally, I'm vibing with this pair a lot, but I love this pair as well. Also, please let me know which was your favorite item from the Cotton On and Factory sale. Let me know what you picked up, what you didn't really like from what I got. And yes, guys, if you're not a monitoring spirit, please drop a like, comment and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I will be dropping a lot more videos like this in the future, so I look forward to seeing you in them. So, lekker, take it easy, see you in the next one.